with big landing strips of concrete. We have 3 crews here, 1 to conduct the tests, 1 to check the cameras and equipment. As you can see, we have to be able to shoot from high angles once in a while. 1 to check every car to make sure it's at peak performance. Engines, brakes, tires, everything. Now we're sending the cars out to see which ones have the quickest acceleration when you need it. Then all of a sudden you find you have less time to pass than you thought you had. I call this the GI Wonder Test.
The GI Wonder Test?
Mm-hmm. Did you ever pass a string of slow-moving cars and about halfway around find another car coming right at you?
I'll say.
Well, I don't know about you, but when it happens to me, I say, gee, I wonder if I'm going to make it.
Oh, I see. The GI Wonder Test. That's pretty good.
Actually, it's the passing ability test. This is where we find out what that extra horsepower is really for, if it's properly engineered. We start with Windsor and Mercury. The cars cross the line at 25 miles an hour. There, the drivers floor the accelerators. At 500 feet, the Windsor's 2.5 lengths ahead. The Windsor and the Olds 88 said to have the fastest pickup on the Oldsmobile line. At 500 feet, the Windsor's in front by 3 to 4 car lengths. The Windsor versus the Buick Super. We're using 2 cameras, one at the starting line and one at the 500-foot mark. Again, it's Windsor by 3 lengths. This is the New Yorker compared with the Buick Roadmaster. In a short burst of speed to pass, the New Yorker gains 4 to 5 lengths on the Buick. The Imperial and the Cadillac, both in drive range. Both floor to get all the quick power possible. In 500 feet, the Imperial beats the Caddy by 6 or 7 lengths. The Imperial and the Lincoln. These are all one continuous run, cutting from one camera to the other. Chrysler cars show more get-up-and-go power than their competition. Well, was that of, should I say, passing interest?
Well, I see what you mean about needing quick power for emergency passing.
There's another emergency we test for, over here. And this is the panic stop test. We're lining up the Windsor and the Olds 88 and the Buick Super. They'll cross the starting line at exactly 60 miles an hour. If they're all even, Dusty will give them the signal to slam on the brakes. Because we have set up that imitation tractor and hay wagon on the track, and the object is to stop before they hit the wagon. Wow. Well, in just a moment, we'll see how wow it is, because here they come. The Windsor, Olds, and Buick Super approach at 60 miles an hour. The wagons are at the rated safe stopping distance at 60. The Olds goes right through one wagon, while the Buick plows into another. The Windsor stops well back. The Windsor and the Mercury. The Chrysler cars not only have more power, they have better control of it. Again, the Windsor stops short, but the Mercury nudges the wagon. Now the Imperial with Lincoln and Cadillac, same speed. Hit the brakes. The Imperial comes to a safe, straight-line stop. The others can't stop in time.
Now, the third driver looks as though he might have a lawsuit in his hands, to say the least.
Not to mention a few teeth missing.
Now, the Chrysler cars seem to be the best, whether it's go power or stop power.
Ever see a test of turn power?
Oh, not that I know of.
Come on. We set up these flags exactly 60 feet apart. Our cars are going to weave through them at 35 miles an hour. There goes the Windsor, as graceful and nimble and sure-footed as a cat. The Oldsmobile. At the third flag, the Olds rear end breaks loose and slides off the road. He misses the fourth flag and slides off again. Out of control. Buick Super. Same drivers, same speed. Uh-oh, same rear-end breakaway, same loss of control. Now the Mercury. It leans heavily, it swerves. The rear wheels slide off the shoulder. This is really a rough go. Then along comes the Saratoga. That makes it look so easy. You'd think the Chrysler cars were glued to the road. Next, the Buick Roadmaster. This Buick is equipped with airbags for springs. At extra cost. But airbags don't seem to help much on leans and swerves. It's half out of control. The Imperial is a long car, yet it negotiates the flags cleanly. Very little lean and no breakaway of the rear end. The Cadillac in the Imperial class develops considerable lean and swerve, and the rear end fishtails. There goes another flag. The driver has only partial control. Last, the Lincoln. It starts out all right, but soon it's in trouble. Every single car outside the Chryslers either missed the turn or hit a flag. There's another difference between torsionaire and ordinary suspension. Coil springs or airbags.
I can see now there's more to power steering than just making it easier to park.
Come on, we're going up the Mount Whitney Road and do some more tests.